halftime show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This Wednesday night basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. They were able to sweep the season series last year, completely controlling the play in each game.
And you know, last year, not a huge talent discrepancy between these teams, but they still managed the season series.
You know, you can call it luck, favorable matchup, favor. They ran the table. We'll see if that continues here tonight, guys.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Hayward out there with Davis, and it's Drummond in at the 5, home in the paint. Lillard again missing. Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now, his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping, but I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. But I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
You know, for Drummond last season, his numbers were relatively the same. The expectations placed on him were so hard for him to live up to. Maybe now those will be tempered a bit, and he'll play better.
And another thought on Drummond, a lot more was expected of him last year, and he saw more attention. Even though his numbers were close to the same, I really felt his impact on the floor was not. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Lillard against Holiday. To the inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. And again, no good by New Orleans. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Holiday kicks to Davis. All alone. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lillard with it, picked up by Davis. Lillard outside. Passes it to King. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And it's Davis missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close. And Chris Kaman, guys, signing with the Blazers last season, he's had big contracts before, but told his agent, hey, let's focus on getting a winning situation.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. He feeds it to Hayward. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Davis dishes to Gordon. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Drummond, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Here's a look at some stats for Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 24 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor.
Lillard against Howard. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Gordon. Cannot hit. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And the Blazers really needed bench depth in their front court, Clark. A great situation for Chris Kaman to come into and contribute.
Yeah, you know, he felt he'd been overlooked with the Lakers the season prior and bruised his ego a bit. In Portland, he found a defined role providing scoring off the bench, which suited him well.
Here's Henderson. And finally they hit one. Henderson's got his first bucket of the night. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Davis with a screen on Lillard. Holiday the pass to Davis to end the drought. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Davis has got his first points in this one.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Henderson against Gordon. Here's Lillard, and Hayward with the block. And he recovers it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Outside, Davis. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Lillard. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Golden State.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
And here's Henderson after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Henderson kicks to Lillard. The shot is off. Holiday with the defensive effort.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Davis. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Kevin and Greg, I tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
The Trailblazers have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Lillard outside. To the middle. There's Chris Kaman on the assist by Lillard. 6 points for Chris Kaman.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
Here's the floater, and that one's good. Lillard's got 6.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Davis sets a screen. Holiday dishes to Hayward. Clock at 6. And Davis pulls it down.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I had a chance to catch up with Terry Stotts. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thanks again, Doris. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And Portland making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Davis sets a screen. Inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up.
Boy, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
And really, I thought Anthony Davis a season ago just took the league by storm. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers. I think you could argue if the Pelicans' record had been a little better, he probably would have won the league MVP.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Davis against Davis. Out to Hayward. Davis inside. 7 points in the game. That's good. Davis has got 9 points. And you look at the development of Anthony Davis last season, far and away the best player efficiency rating-wise in Clark, the NBA.
Yeah, that's called PER, player efficiency rating, one of the 4 best marks in NBA history for Davis, alongside Chamberlain, Jordan, and LeBron James. That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Now here's Davis, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. Hayward outside. Plumlee with the steal. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got his 2nd bucket tonight. Portland leading by 4. Down low, here's Plumlee. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And Holiday kicks to Hayward. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just 1 basket away from winning it all.
Now, here's Aminu. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Gordon kicks to Holiday. Top of the key. Portland grabs the miss. Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
So it's the Pelicans now. Portland making their last shot. And Holiday, here we go. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Drummond. Tries yet again. The shot by Hayward, wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 8 points for Gordon Hayward.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Henderson kicks to Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 10 points.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. 11 points for Anthony Davis. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They get it back. Davis off target at the rim.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Now Drummond, 5 points in the game. Hayward with a screen for Drummond. Clock at 6. Aminu grabs the miss. Lillard outside. Down low. Lets it go from 11. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The drive by Gordon. Plumlee was... Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Davis and Ashik in the middle. Hayward out there with Norris Cole. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum up top. Fended by Hayward. And Davis sends it back. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's McCollum. And Davis sends it back. Lillard the pass to Vonleh. McCollum no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
And it's Davis missing. Portland leading by 7. And the basket by McCollum.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Aminu dishes to Lillard. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Plumlee with the screen.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
On defense, New Orleans, 8-point game. Here's Aminu. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Aminu's got his first 2 points of the night.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Anderson outside. Charity stripe shot. Clock at 2. Unloads from 9. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lillard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Outside, Davis. Anderson outside. Takes a 3. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The feed to Plumlee. Here's Vonleh. Pelicans with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pelicans trail by 10. There's the pick. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Davis. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Warriors in Oakland. Plumlee with the steal.
He was on that pass in a flash, read it, reacted, and then picked it off.
Aminu with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And he gets it to go.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Good. Nice play there from Vonleh.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Plumlee with the screen. The pass to McCollum. Wide open look. Lillard. The shot is off. And New Orleans will come the other way. Hayward outside. And Asha kicks to Hayward. Davis sets a screen. Hayward passes to Davis. That one roll. Around and rims out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And,
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave. Look at that.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Vonleh's shot is good.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
For three, Hayward, and another three for New Orleans.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And for Norris Cole, such an important role player, Greg, for Miami for a number of seasons. Last year, shooting percentages dipped, and that is one of the reasons why he was probably traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I think, had to do with somebody dipping out of town.
Yeah,
and LeBron James, that would probably
6,
change
right.
the quality of your shots. But both figures did go up dramatically once he got to New Orleans. And remember, now he's playing with another great player in Anthony Davis.
Davis sets a screen. Hayward kicks to Davis, and stolen by Vonleh. Out to the wing. Nobody near Lillard. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know, going back to Norris Cole last year, after the trade to the Pelicans, he shot better than he had in his entire career. That and the 2 championship rings he brought with him really helped the Pelicans take the next step in the team's development.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Anderson makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Anderson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. And, you know, talking about Norris Cole, this is a young man who still has plenty of upside. His assist-to-turnover ratio is solid. He's a competitive defender. I like where his game is going right now. And, guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands. Always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
Chris Kamen's checked in for the Trailblazers. Henderson comes in for C.J. McCollum. New Orleans also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Asher. Gordon comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Holiday in for Norris Cole. And for Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg was talking about. And Clark, he keeps his teammates involved.
Very proficient in the pick and roll, understands the nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
And Davis puts it in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
They grab their own miss.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow.
And finished off by Anderson.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
For Portland, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Good on the second free throw. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. It's a big, huge win over the Spurs. Let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican model.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Davis against Kaman. Drummond with a screen on Kaman. Davis inside, defended by Kaman, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And thinking back to the Pelicans' playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Henderson against Gordon. Here's Leonard, and Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Here's Henderson. Got it from 16 feet. Henderson's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Holiday. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside, Davis. Drummond sets the screen for Davis. Kicks it to Drummond. High post shot. Chris Kaman with the rebound. Kaman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Aminu dishes to Leonard. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The slam dunk by Aminu.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Anderson outside. Drummond a screen. Anderson passes to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Davis.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Lillard attacking. Holiday with the block. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And Lillard kicks to Anderson. Back to Lillard. 1:09 left to play here in the second quarter. Came in a screen.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
That's his second personal foul. 5th team foul.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Aminu's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Holiday dishes to Drummond, and that one's good.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Lillard the pass to Aminu. Kaman kicks to Aminu. An open look for Lillard. Lillard again missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
30 seconds left now here in the second. Dishes to Henderson. To the inside. That's good from Kaman on the assist by Henderson. And it's 8 points for Chris Kaman.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Davis. 17 points in the game. He kicks to Drummond. Anderson outside. Outside Gordon. Outside Davis. They get it back.
And been praying to God so long that they.
Portland leading by 11. Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu. Then there's Davis. And it's Kaman in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. For 3, Hayward. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Hayward's got the first basket of the second half. That one for New Orleans. Here is Lillard. To the paint. Davis kicks to Anderson. Davis sets a screen. No good. In and out. Off the rim.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Hayward. And Portland has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Lillard against Howard. Lillard outside. Here's Davis and the powerful one-handed slam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes,
bringing it down hard.
yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Drummond dishes to Davis. And Davis sends it back. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
Pelicans ball.
Pelicans trail by 8.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
To the inside, and that one is hammered home.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Davis sets a screen. Gordon for 3. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Henderson. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
There's the screen. Poked away. Now, here's Aminu. 10 points for him. And that one's good. Aminu's got 12 points in the game.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand. And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
Down low, Davis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Davis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. Gordon, the pass to Davis. The dish to Holiday. Right wing, shot clock at 6. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ashik's checked in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Davis with a screen on Holiday. And the basket by Lillard.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
But they'll get another chance. And there's the call on Andre.